So we'll have a lot more.
What is your response to the Doggy's incident?
The Doggy incident, I'm against any person abusing women. I'm against that. And that's why I called the woman. And I apologize on my behalf and my party's behalf.
And was that the farthest you went with regards to maybe speaking on behalf of Mr. Doggy or making some kind of representation?
And you spoke to your party member as well. Doggy.
Yeah.
Is he still a member or a supporter?
Doggy's not a member. He's a fan. He's a supporter.
I know right now I'm upset and I'm tired. I'm riding for a party who don't have my back. I'm fucking upset and I'm tired. I'm leaving the fucking win party and I'm going to join a party that was out for the people. I'm fucking tired. I don't want nobody call me. I don't want nobody say fucking nothing. I'm going to choose my home party now. I'm really, really tired of the fucking win party. We're not going anywhere. I'm fucking upset right now. I'm tired. I don't want nobody call me. I don't want nobody saying nothing to me. I'm leaving the fucking win party officially. I'm fucking tired. I'm calling the shots. I'm paying people. I'm doing all of this. And you're going to left me for fucking dead? It's a no for fucking me. I'm going to join a party who got me. Real people. Do you understand me? I'm fucking tired of Mohammed. I'm tired of every fucking body. Fuck you.
So we'll have a lot more.
What is your response to the Doggy's incident?
The Doggy incident, I'm against any person abusing women. I'm against that. And that's why I called the woman. And I apologize on my behalf and my party's behalf.
And was that the farthest you went with regards to maybe speaking on behalf of Mr. Doggy or making some kind of
And you
representation?
spoke to your party member as well. Doggy.
Yeah.
Is he still a member or a supporter?
Doggy's not a member. He's a fan. He's a supporter.
Welcome to another episode of Sheriff's Podcast. As I've told you before, and I'll tell you again, my viewers, that today is going to be a spicy one. I said that Sheriff's Podcast is about the truth and only about the truth. This morning I woke up with a plethora of phone calls and messages showing me a video of Doggy apparently recorded me saying some stuff about him. So this morning I decided to do a podcast. This is my third emergency podcast for the week, right? Doggy, let me start off on how I know Doggy. And you see, when you have a good heart, this here is get you into trouble a lot. Now, I met Doggy one day. Doggy and one of my uncles took a picture of it and they sent it to me. I said, "What y'all sending me this for?" That's what I said. I said, "What y'all sending me this for? This doesn't make no sense, right?" Anyways, last week Saturday or Friday, can't remember. Doggy came to the original Sheriff Bar, and of course, I really didn't want him there because he's a uncredible character. Never met Doggy before. Actually, I lied. I met Doggy when Azadin Muhammad was charged or questioned with the drone operator story. That's when I met him and I talked to him, and he was a nice guy. I don't have anything bad to say about Doggy, right? Now, the second time I met Doggy, the second time I met Doggy was by the bar. This was last week. So, Doggy with the pompous style and he trying to be rich and, show the public that, he has money and whatever. You know how these people without money behave, right? They're not like me who can wear one short and one pants and one thing. I got 40 the same short, but I could care less. I just want to put on a shirt and run out in the morning. Doggy begged me for a bottle of champagne. So I went up to the waitress and I say, "What happened? Look, you just ignore this guy, right? Because I am there to make money. I'm not there 3 o'clock in the morning not to make any money, right? So Doggy begged me for the bottle of champagne. About 16 times this man come up to me and beg me for the bottle of champagne. I will pull up the images from the bar, and I will just put that part up on our next podcast of how many times Doggy begged me for the bottle of champagne. So I gave it to him. I was like, you know what, I ain't here with this man. And my security was telling me, listen, don't let Doggy around you, right? Because he has an illegal firearm on him, right? Now, after that, he come and he start talking to me. I tell the security, I say, bye, back off. Lefty man, lefty. What the most he could do? Can't really do nothing. They got far security around me. I receive a call from Doggy. Let me pull up the text messages. As you would all see the unedited version of those text messages, of those videos, right? Before the start of this podcast. I called Doggy. Doggy messaged me on a different number, and he called me on this number at 10:55 p.m. and we had a conversation, right? And he purposely went and he deleted the conversation. But the conversation went like this: Amir, I in trouble. I need to borrow $10 million. I said, what do you mean you're in trouble? Because I didn't know the story then. I didn't see the video then. Oh, no. I lied. I saw the video. So, he said, you want to borrow $10 million? He ain't got no money. But if anybody who know me, you catching $10 million out of me. I don't lend friends, family, strangers, nobody money, because I owe the bank more money than I could count. Then I could actually count in this intelligent brain of mine. So we did have a conversation. And that is what Sheriff Podcast is about. But the conversation that you heard this morning, right? The conversation that you heard this morning, where Doggy say, hold on. Producer, can you play back that video, please? Okay, he doesn't have the video at the moment, but I want to hear the video back for a second, because it's funny to me that these people can edit videos so well. Mia Khalifa, aka Hannah. Hold on. Let me pull back this video.
And get permission from the top dog to say, hey, alright, you're gonna go to the station tomorrow. You understand my point? Yeah. You're gonna take out your photo.
So my point is, the only human dog I know in Guyana is Doggy. Let's get back to the point of me lending money. I don't lend nobody money, boss, because I got bills to pay. Second, I own a podcast and a news network. I wanted content, right? So Doggy fell for my trick, right, of telling him what I told him, right? He fell for my trick that I will help him to show his loyalty, because he has you know what they said, two thieves does make God lie, God laugh. This is exactly what happened in this situation, right? Because I baited him, I baited Doggy into saying those things. You want to know why I baited him? Because I wanted to show that T. Muhammad's party has no substance, has no followers, has no real followers without money, without dinero. Because he like those, Muhammad like those Spanish girls, so he knows the word dinero a lot, right? So I baited him, and that's why I could have those unedited version of those videos posting up. Now, later on in the night, we had about 2 or 3 conversations, right? Because I continued to bait him throughout the night, right? I continued to bait him throughout the night, right? Because he keep on calling, he say worried, then he called me back 1 minute, he say, you hear the police looking for him, so my advice is to him is stay in your house, lock your door. They can't come in without a warrant, which is the laws of Guyana, right? unless you commit a murderous crime or something like that. I'm not 100% sure how that works, right? So when I wake up this morning, I had a good 5 minutes laugh because the man fell for my bait, right? The man even, as you can see on the screen there, the man say he want change over to the PPP. And you hear what Jagdev said yesterday? Jagdev said, Doggy, not this party. It got to be the APNU party. So they edit the party right so I can talk to some top dog. Which top dog I know? The only dog I know in Guyana, a human dog, is Doggy. Now, I look stupid enough, right? That you go in and buying Benz, flossing 2 Benz, or I just bought another one, and got stuck some money showing in casinos, bathroom, and so on, and you think that I will believe for a second that you need $10 million? I look stupid to you, Doggy, or I look stupid to you, Mia Khalifa, or Hannah Khalifa? What you need to do, right, Hannah, is take Doggy's job and give it to your husband because he's living off of your father's money. I've said it over and over again. The man, the white scrape, is a clear loser. Now, I had 4 conversations with Doggy. Like I said, this podcast is about the truth and nothing less, right? The first conversation, he called me, he called me from a 954 number, something like that. Then I said, come back when you got a number. Because I'm not the type to record calls and everything. That's not my MO, right? Because there's nothing illicit or illegal that I do. So my MO is not to record calls. So he called me, he said, man, Amir, you know this story up. I said, I see it. I said, you shouldn't have pulled a gun at the lady. You shouldn't have beat up the lady. Right? That's 1. 2, the second conversation, he said, can you help me with $10 million? I said, I really don't lend people money and everything. I just be straight up. I don't lend money. Don't ask me for borrow money because I don't lend. Right? The last man I lend money never call me back and tell me thanks. I never hear back from me. I'm not mention any name. But I never hear a thanks. All I hear is, yeah, remember who you this money, you know? So that's the first conversation when he asked me to borrow money. So the second conversation, before he called me back now, well, I was asleep at that time. Right? That was the one night I get sleep. I was like, wait, I could bait this man to see where his loyalty stands. Right? So I said, Doggy, hey, say, Qasab Muhammad, right? Qasab Muhammad, because I know I don't like him. I don't like the best bone in Muhammad's body. I don't have a problem with him, but I don't like him. The man is a wolf in sheep clothing. His sister is a wolf in sheep clothing. His brother-in-law is a clear loser. The man's live off his father-in-law, right? We call Allah matay Guyana, right? Anyways, so I thinking now how I can be this man, right? So to get content for my to get content for Sheriff News Network. And remember, it's a video. I always say videos don't lie, photos don't lie. So I I have to laugh because Hannah Khalifa and Azadin Muhammad and T. Muhammad fell for the bait. And then what they did is they edit my voice. They edit a few things that I didn't say. But go right ahead. I could care less, right? I'm not a politician. I'm not running for presidency. All I'm here is to talk the truth. So me now, here I tell you, right? I was like, hey, Doggy, you can go to jail for 30 years, man. You pull out a gun, right? You pull out a gun. So he said, no, it was a BB gun. I said, nevertheless, how the police gonna know it's a BB gun? It showed like a regular gun. He said, no, 100% Amir is a BB gun, right? So I said, all right, do your thing. I said, hey, in the morning, you're gonna go and turn yourself into the police, and you're gonna go through the normal procedure of whatever procedure the police has, their SOPs of charging somebody. But don't worry, it's going to be taken care of. But before it's going to be taken care of, here's what I need you to do. And here's where the bait happened. And here's where he fell for my bait, right? And he realized that next day when I didn't answer his call, it was a bait. I said to him, hey, Mohammed, you want to go Camp Street for your gun story? Well, me, if you can go Camp Street or not. That is not the police, that is not the DPP. I just made that shit up, right? So, I said Mohammed can go in his mansion, right? And you can be in Camp Street. The most I can bring for you or anybody can bring for you is food, right? And as you heard what Mohammed said yesterday when he came out of Rumville police station, this man is at the police station every day. Jesus, help him. Because Allah look like he, right? So he may get switch religion soon. Because it's every day. Man, you need help, right? So anyways, I thinking, right? So what I do is I say, look, you cuss up Mohammed on a video and send it to me. But I promise you I'm not going to release this video, right? I tell you, you have my word, Doggy. I ain't releasing this video, right? Doggy go cuss up Mohammed. I said, no. I said, no, that's not good enough. You got to cuss this man up again. So he do another video cussing me up. He want this, he's do the win party money, blah, 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 blah. Remember I baiting this man all the time. But remember the man name is Doggy, right? So anybody who consider themselves and their name Doggy can't be intelligent enough to understand when somebody is baiting them, right? So right away I send the video to my editor, say, hey, cue this up for the morning, right? Bam, the whole story happened, video came out, Mohammed distanced himself, right? And that's why I have the raw footages. So at the point where where the clip is running, it is true. But when I talked to the top dog, I said, Doggy, you is the top dog in the country, and the top dog can't do things like that, right? Meaning, the top dog got cuss up Mohammed more and cuss up the Win party and tell the Win supporters that what is going on. Now it's political season, right? It's politics season. It's a dangerous season. You just get bait all the time and you don't realize it. Now, stupid Hannah Khalifa, right? Go and take it, edit it apart. I see she put up me, a prominent picture of a prominent, a brilliant politician and myself, right? And she fell for the bait too. So I guess the whole family ain't got no sense. Mr. Nazar Mohammed, I suggest that you hire, I don't know if you're backing your son or not, but I really suggest you hire a proper PR campaign and a proper person or persons for your son. Because he's getting bait left, right, and center. That's exactly what it is, right? He's getting bait. And not he's getting bait, the people around him are baiting him. Because Doggy asked me for about $10 million. Me now thinking how I can get some content out of this man because I own a podcast, right? The man even say he willing to join the PPP. I got it on text message. I can hand the police over my phone now, right? That he wants to change over to the PPP, but the PPP will never accept him because he's a woman abuser. He is a woman abuser. And yes, viewers, one time I did throw a vase at the wall, and a little piece of glass ricocheted and hit my wife on the head, and that was it. There's absolutely no reason for me to lie, right? And you know what's so funny? I want the Guyanese public to know, to understand. Don't be fooled by these liars. They lie to save tax. They like to save. They like to save on the 10,000 kilograms of gold that they've smuggled, and they will run with anything, and they will make up and they will edit videos. Now I have a podcast. They can go and they can AI generate. They can edit. They can edit an entire podcast of me saying shit about the PPP if they want, because again, they won't hear me cursing the PPP, but they can make up stuff that will make viewers think otherwise. That is their MO. So let's start from topic one. Muhammad told Doggy that he can be Minister of Home Affairs. Well, it gotta be Doggy Affairs or Stupid Affairs, because maybe if he win by some miracle, God guide, I don't know, maybe my God got tsunami in this country before he win. Because the only person voting for he is he and Doggy and Fata and what the Walrus name. Anyways, that's one. Two, Muhammad yesterday came out and distanced himself and said that Doggy is not a member of the Win Party. Right? He never was, he never is, he's just a supporter and a fan. That's two. Three, Doggy come out and said that he started the Win Party. He gave the Win Party their name, he funding in it, he giving out the money, he getting the scrape heads, he getting everything. That's three. Four, I baited Doggy in 2 or 3 videos. It was 4 videos I baited him on, but I forgot to save the first 2. I forgot to hit save on my phone. So I baited him to show that he has no loyalty to nobody, right? No loyalty to nobody, right? And he fell for it and he sent me, then he deleted all of it. But I already saved it. I smart buddy, he's a doctor. Well, honorary doctor. But I went to NYU, I did my studies, and I am a smart guy. Right? 3, or this is 4, I can't remember. There's so much things going on in Ghana right now. 4, right? You cuss up Muhammad about 16 times. So, 6, Azadin Muhammad, Hana Muhammad or Hana Khalifa, white script, where do you stand? You stand with Doggy or you stand with your brother? Because a man cussing up your brother, saying he started to win, then your brother saying he's not a part of the party. Can y'all figure out, can y'all have a team meeting, right? Not with them girls with the big bobby and so, because you know as he can get flustered, he can't think, right? Because he don't think on a regular basis, right? He really don't think on a regular basis. So please, y'all just have a family meeting, right? And y'all figure out where y'all stand. If y'all stand with Doggy or y'all stand with Azadin Muhammad, right? That is what y'all need to do. Because look, I'm not a politician. Again, I ain't running for office. Right? All I did was bait and fucking switch Doggy, and he fell for it. And this morning when people start calling me, I started laughing because you know what? I knew it was gonna happen today. I got a call yesterday, right? That Doggy say that he's going to release an audio or 4 audios of me. I already was prepared for it. We already had this podcast prepared. We already had the videos queued. Well, the only video we didn't have queued was the one that when Muhammad said that Doggy wasn't thing. Producer, am I correct? There you go. Right? So we already got calls. We have ears on the ground in Sophia, in Buxton, in Tiger Bay. We have ears on the ground that tells us what is going to happen before it happens. And that is what you guys don't have. I already knew, so when I woke up this morning and I literally took 5 minutes and laughed because I'm like, finally they fell for bait and switch. Right? Listen, I have no problems with Doggy. I have no problems with Azadeen Mohammed. They're both fools. They're both stupid alike. They both lack intelligence. They both lack generosity. Well, one of them just be a little generous to them Spanish girls and so. And he's giving one to house. So yeah, he's giving credit for that, right? One of them lacks anything. The man even had 2 front teeth a couple days ago, right? Or a couple months ago. The man was deported from the United States of America. Right? So, look, at the end of the day, you go ahead, Azadeen Mohammed, Mia Khalifa Mohammed, whatever your name is, your deadbeat husband, right? Sorry to call you a deadbeat, but the truth is, man, is a deadbeat. You don't got a job. Show your NIS and your GRA, PAYE, where is work. Or where your monies come from. Just like how you edit the video of me this morning saying somebody can talk to the top dog, right? It's Doggy I was talking about. I telling Doggy that Doggy use a top dog in this country, right? You can't go to jail and everything. You can't do this, you can't do that. But I bait them. They're so stupid. The win party is so stupid that anybody can bait them. Right? Including me. And I ain't the sensible. So, my point is this. Don't believe these people. Don't believe the things that they're saying. They are paying supporters. We've all seen the Rent a Crowd drama. Oh, by the way, when Doggy tell me that it was a baby girl, I tell Doggy, I say, oh, buddy, you put it in a plastic bag and throw it away. Right? That is the advice I gave him. Because Sheriff Podcast says the truth and nothing but the truth. So go ahead and release all the other videos and or audios that you have. Go ahead and lie about them. Go ahead and edit them. Guess what? I could care less. How is it affecting me? It's not affecting me. It's not affecting the PPP party. There's nothing said about the APNU party, the PPP party, the any party. It said what it said, and you edited it. How do you feel, Hannah? Today you're going to pray. Well, you don't pray because your children, you now a Christian now, no? So, when you go to church on Sunday, right? When you go to church on Sunday, what are you telling God? How you living with yourself? You're editing videos and sending it out. Right? But I guess that's what Mia Khalifa, that's why I call you Mia Khalifa, because the slight resemblance and the slight slyness of it, you know. Remember when you used to give your mother and father sleeping pills and at 14 and go out? You don't think I know the story? You don't think we have videos? Well, not videos. You don't think we have evidence of that story? So, just like how I bait and switch Doggy, I can bait and switch you. And you're not going to realize it. And I don't even have to have a phone call. I don't even need to have a phone call with you to show evidence of when you used to do that. So, remember when you did cheating on one of your boys? So, continue, Hannah, to do what you need to do. I'm not going to come after you because you have 2 little children. I'm not going to show the evidence that I have that you used to give your parents sleeping pills and sneak out at 14. I guess that's what you do at 14 years old. So you have 2 little children. I don't want them to look back at this. It's not nice. But I want to say something to you. Your family are liars, you're frauds, you're thieves, and now you're trying to run for your brother is trying to run for the highest office of the land. you go ahead and you release everything. Remember, I sent a lawsuit to your brother up to now. He didn't reply to the lawsuit yet about saying or to present the evidence that I said that one of his daughter was retarded. That's not true. He has a daughter that is physically disabled. Why hasn't he responded? It's been more than 28 days and he hasn't responded to my lawsuit. So in technicality, I won the lawsuit. And I don't want the $5 million I sue you for. What are you going to do with it? You know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to lend it to Doggy. Right? So, look, don't be fooled by these gimmicks that these people are putting out to get views. Yes, Azzedine Mohammed has a lot of followers and but people are seeing the true colors of him. Look, I could have, everybody advised me, left this thing alone, this thing will blow over by tomorrow, Azzedine can do something again, it can blow over. I said, no, absolutely fucking not. You want to know why? Because when I started this podcast, I started it with one thing in mind, is to tell the truth. I spoke to Doggy. I told Doggy he's the biggest dog he's the toughest dog or whatever, because he's the top dog in town, right? And the top dog can't go to jail or something like that, some sort of that. And they went ahead and they edited. How does that implicate me? How does that make me anything? The PPP doesn't pay me. I wish the PPP pay me. I want to know, editor is go to Freedom House and get money or something? Well, editor said no. I glad if they pay me. I wouldn't have to wake up 17 hours a day. Plus the one night I get sleep, Doggy called me. Why he called me, I don't know. But you know what he thought? He thought he was smarter than me. He thought he would try to set me up, but I set he up back and he didn't even realize. Well, here what happened now. Remember, it's you pull the gun on the lady. It's you beat up the lady. So guess what? Just like how Azzedine gonna sit down in his mansion, I gonna sit down in my mini mansion. Because my house is so big and nice, right? I gonna sit down in my mini mansion. I'm gonna have a lovely time, lovely meals. Azzedine son gonna come eat out me food. Then you need to eat. Azzedine, you need to start paying child support, please, buddy. I tell you, I can't mind your children and my children at the same time, right? Please, I'm begging you, right? Now, is Doggy gonna then Camp Street or wherever street he can, or Maseroni? Because me pull the gun on the lady. I didn't beat up a lady. I ain't gonna cough shop to your face. I ain't lie to you. The Win Party is a party of frauds, thieves, forgers, and smugglers. I hope I've clarified this. I am sure that another voice note or voice message will come out shortly. And frankly, I don't give a fuck. Put what you want to put about me. I am fighting for what's right in this country. I am not... Look, if the PPP wasn't doing a good job, I would tell them straightforward. But there's no... Alright. Let's just say I decide I want to give Apnu a chance, right? And as intelligent as I am, and I start to think like how I thought with Doggy and I set you up, what has Apnu done for Guyana? Right? What is Aubrey Norton doing or saying or whatever it is, right? What is he doing? I can't answer one question to myself. So let's move on to Agnew. The Honorable and Senior Counsel Timothy Jonas has resigned. The Honorable Ralph Francoran has resigned. They got the drug addict Kian Jabur that's still there. Forge Man is there. Win Party is aligned with them now. So that's a no for me. And again, anytime I say vote, it's my opinion and the opinion of Amir Ahmad and not the opinion of anyone. I'm just here to advise you the truth and nothing about the truth, right? So now I see that there's a luxury yacht tour in Guyana. Before I went to sleep last night, I was looking at TikTok and don't want to mention the name because this specific podcast is controversial, so I won't mention the name. But when I look at the video, the promotional video of the Demara Harbor Bridge, I was like, wow, look where we've come from. A floating, dilapidated, falling apart bridge. The government in 2020 had to spend hundreds of millions of dollars to get back that bridge because the APNU had neglected that bridge, right? And put it to make sure that it lasts until the new bridge is finished. So when I think about just that one thing, mind you, I can't sleep nighttime because, or I whole morning, I live right next to where they're running the access road to things. And them contractors, me house shaking like I get in a tsunami. Just like the tsunami. Let me don't say any party's name in this podcast because it's controversial. But I want to tell you something. Mohammed, you're a thief, you're a liar, you're a smuggler, you are corrupted. And this is not said by me, so you can't sue me. This is said by OVAC. Mia Khalifa, you are a liar. You are portraying, you are the biggest wolf in sheep clothing, right? You used to give your parents sleeping pills, sneak out your house when you're 14, right? You used to cheat on one and Vera buys me, you know who's who, right? With white scrape. You imagine that no guy needs your father's so rich, right? And no guy needs man wanted to marry you. You had to go find a white man. Pressure the white man for married you. And the white man living off your father. Y'all don't feel shame? Anyways. They are a family that is going to go nowhere. The only people that are going to vote for him are the persons of what you call it, his family. No, he's already beaten up the Amerindians. He's already he's what do you call it? He's discriminating the Afro-Guyanese. He's sending his dogs out. Woof woof. That's all I got to say. To beat up, pull guns on his supporters. Imagine that. You pulling gun on your supporters. You ain't got a gun. You're sending a man with the illegal gun. Right? You're beating up your supporters. You already failed on your first promise. Of giving you 50,000, they only receive 5,000. Right? So, if this is where we're heading as a country, I can pack up my bag and go to Dubai. If you win. Because guess what? Me, I don't want to be a part of it. I go, take my little money, throw back in Dubai, and relax. But guess what? It's not going to happen. I'm going to have to work my ass off for the next 25 years. Because the PPPC is not going anywhere for the next 25 years. Or more. But let's just talk. I ain't living past the next 25. My family's dead, yo. Right? So, what I'm saying to my viewers is this. Don't believe what you're hearing. You want to believe it? Believe it. But I just want my viewers to know that I baited the shit out of Doggy to say what he did say, right? And there's nothing he can do about it at this point. Again, I own a podcast, I own Sheriff News Network, and I gotta get content, right? So the man believed me the night when I say cuss up Muhammad. But that is to show you that Win Party has no loyal supporters. My viewers, I want to thank you. I might have to come back with another podcast tomorrow to defend something else, which I won't defend it because, again, like I said, It was a bait. I baited him into doing things and saying things that he didn't want to say, right? And the truth is, I actually did send him a liar number. And then he messaged me the next morning. He said, "Hey, I ain't hearing from you, buddy." Of course you're hearing from me. I don't get what I want out of you. I will never associate myself with a man named Doggy. One. Two. Right? I done bait you for say cussing up Muhammad, right? To show that you have no loyalty to the win party or to Muhammad, right? So, put out what you got, put out, do what you got to do. I'll catch you on the next one.